Y'all just gonna gloss over Aaron's whole financial situation? Hey y'all, it's Deuce and welcome back to the After Show, where after the show, we talk about it. Today we're talking about season 3 of episode 4 of Grownish. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but y'all know what the T is. And it's very interesting because this episode we focus on Luka, because it focused on the aftermath of that makeout scene with him and Zoe, and it's very interesting. Hold on, I'm shaking the camera. But it's very interesting because Luka normally is the focus of episodes, and like someone in my comment section, the one, we see you, was saying that we should get an episode focused on Luka, which is what we got. So let's talk about it. But before then, you know, reminders, y'all should check out my other content, my poetry, my outlet series, and other after shows. All right, let's talk about the tea. Okay, so like I said, there's a lot to say. There's a lot to say about Luka. So first thing on the list is he sent that terrible yo text, which was a problem because Zoe's like, what do I do with that? And I think it was Jazz who said it was like a booty call text, which is dumb because there's nothing booty call about yo, but trust me, I know what a booty call text is, but that's besides the point. And so basically he goes to the 5 stages of grief because he's like, maybe not grief, but of like a breakup, because it wasn't the 5 stages of grief. I really hope they didn't think they were doing that. I hope they were doing like a playful spin on it. First of all, I think there were 6 stages that they had. Second of all, they didn't have bargaining, nor did they have, what's it called? Actually, no, that's all they needed. Bargaining, I think they had anger, and they definitely had anger, denial, acceptance. I'm not too sure if they had depression though, but that's besides the point. Luka was really going through it. And then while he's going through it, he's skipping out on his econ homework. So Doug has to step in and try to help out, which is really nice. I don't think we've ever seen a Doug and Luka dynamic. And this is the only time we've really seen him be vulnerable and honest. We love to see it. We love to see it. He's being less annoying. Still annoying though. And we also see a little bit more about Doug. He's really big on like, I want generational wealth or something like that, because Luka and Zoe are obviously having generational wealth or something. But like, I don't know what he said. He said something wrong about what generational wealth is. He said something that like, I don't know what it was, but he said, I was like, sorry, that's not generational wealth, but maybe someone can remind me. But yeah, what else was it? But yeah, he finally reconciles. And, like, well, after hoeing, bro, the holler that, because I watched this with my friend, the holler we let out when Zoe walked on him, watching, getting dressed after being in bed with Ryan, bro, we were like, oh no. And then he's like, okay, now I really have to talk about it. So Zoe and Luka ended up talking this through, like, grown adults? We must have been watching the same show because y'all take forever. Y'all resolve this conflict in 1 episode in the most mature manner possible. Zoe did later on in episode 6, she thinks she still might have feelings for him. I hope that literally doesn't mean anything. I really hope, because Ryan does not deserve any love triangle BS, but you know, it looks like they resolved it, which is nice. So I think it's really interesting for an episode focused around Luka, that not only did they see into his psyche, but they were able to resolve this conflict, which definitely could have been drawn out. Bro, y'all are really wrapping up these stories, which is a good thing and also a bad thing. And let's talk about why it's a bad thing. Okay, 2 things. So the subplot, which involves Zoe and her friends trying to help out with Anna, trying to get a lot of people on the vote, register to vote, which is, I feel like that could be a whole episode. Y'all, this is 2020. We are electing a new president, and y'all don't think we need a voter registration or any political based episode? Maybe it's coming on later. I know I really don't like Anna. I really don't like Anna, but this is definitely her field. And when we finally get into her element, she's not even doing it for herself. I thought she was, but she's like, oh, I want to do it for Javi or Hav or whatever this white Hispanic's name is. I'm just over it. Oh, that is a wasted potential of a plot. And potentially wasteful plot is Aaron and his student loans. Like, not only do you show, like, that is a very normal reaction. That was a lot of money. That was a lot. That was $100,000. You think being an activist gonna pay them bills? So Aaron's going through it, right? And so he hangs out with Vivek, and he's like, wow, Vivek, you got money. And we know how Vivek has money. It's not because he's an engineer. And it's not because of generational wealth. It's because he's a drug dealer. So, y'all really good. Is Aaron going to start doing drugs? My friend that I watched it with, she said, is Aaron going to steal? I don't think he's going to steal, because never have I ever seen Aaron as the one to betray his friends. Like, stealing from your friends is super ghetto. Don't do it. You might as well borrow from them and just not give it back, because at least they're like, well, you're the type of person to not give back anyway. But like stealing, that's nah, because that means you wanted malice. You could be forgetful, but like stealing is a whole nother line, and we should not cross that. But I would be interested if he considers doing drugs. I don't want him to do drugs because he's a black man. Maybe I can do all the drugs he wants because he's not black. He's not white either, but he's also not black. It's not the same. But I really don't want Aaron to do drugs. But I want him to at least do something. Like maybe he does a bunch of odd jobs. But there's potential there for him, like seeing the student loans, and he's like, wow, I gotta start like, because he was an RA or a DA last year in season 2. I don't know what he's gonna do for money now, but whatever it is, it's not enough. And so I would like to see that get developed more, especially with him not feeling complete as a senior. Like, oh, I need to do this, this, and that. So, Garnish, I'm expecting stuff. Don't make me be mad because I have my hopes up. Okay, and that was the episode. Tell me what y'all had to think. Like I said, I was very surprised. Like, not only did they settle the conflict very maturely, but they make us actually care for Luka. I never care for Luka, and I still don't. But I care for him a little bit more. Just a little bit. But update on my life. Remember I said knock on wood because I was hoping it wasn't any ratas? Yeah, I have some type of rodent. We put down mouse traps. So we're gonna get that. And there's also a Quiz Bowl team tournament tomorrow. The Honda Campus All-Star Challenge. So we're gonna see if I can use these Smarticle particles. But that's enough about me because y'all ain't coming for me. Y'all came for Garnish. So I will see y'all whenever with a new video. Yeah, no, let me stop. I'm not gonna do that. Let me stop. I'm gonna lie to y'all. So let me go before I start. I keep lying.
Make what you say, shake, sit.